What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, the leaks get even deeper because apparently we now have more information on Grand Theft Auto 6's pre-orders outside of just the release date that we ended up covering yesterday. So if you missed yesterday's video, Best Buy ended up accidentally sending out emails to affiliate members, letting them know that there was a promotion starting soon with GTA 6 pre-orders. If you get people to physically pre-order the game using your link, you would get like a 5% commission. They sent this out to pretty much a lot of creators that are affiliated with Best Buy to begin with. So if you are, you probably got the email, and then there was also a lot of sources that wanted to verify this information, make sure it was accurate. Big news outlets actually did verify this information, such as like ABC and those TV network news stations, right? And then they ended up posting about it and covering it, and this actually ended up, as a result, shooting up Take-Two's share prices up around 7%. And that's the craziest part, is because usually leaks, they blow over, people don't really care too much about them, and they're not really covered by like big news outlets, but this one was, and there was a lot of credibility to it and reasoning for it. Now, on top of this, even more information began to surface. Credit to Detective Seeds. Apparently he had an insider, which he didn't want to share the information at the time, but apparently the guy told him on May 10th, which was a couple days before this whole thing went down. And as you can see here on the date at the top, he said, "When do pre-orders begin for GTA 6 according to your source?" And he said, "I was given a week, and it was the week of the 18th. Only one person would give me that, but based on what we are seeing with the store, it seems to be around that ballpark." And so then it obviously came out yesterday that this date was when pre-orders are going to be coming out according to Best Buy and what they ended up giving out with their information. And so as a result from this, now Detective Seeds knows that this information that he received was actually reliable. His source, which apparently he's talked to multiple different times, and his post is also trending over on Twitter with currently over 300,000 views. He actually followed up and gave us even more information on the pre-orders. So he says here, "I was given the GTA 6 pricing, bundles, and various structures of ordering the game by the same person who gave me the week of pre-orders starting, which was correct, as highlighted by my leaked DM that proves I had the info well over a week ago." Now, the thing is, he knows what the price is, but he said that he's going to choose not to give it out because this is actually way too sensitive of information. And he follows up by saying, "I am choosing not to put the pricing info out there as I was advised this could have market impacts by me doing so, but I can say there will be 6 ways of purchasing the game at pre-order." So the first way is going to be, there's going to be 3 digital and physical versions. So you have like the regular tiered version. So it's like, say, a standard edition, then like a collector's or a deluxe edition, and then a collector's edition. So it's like 3 different tiers. The standard one, then there's one where you start getting more stuff like digital DLC, some shark cards, stuff like that. And then there's the third one that's like the collector's edition, where you start getting real life stuff affiliated. So maybe like a small mini fridge or like a Grand Theft Auto 6 hat or something, some clothes, apparel, stuff like that, as we've seen with like, say, GTA 5 and other games when it comes to pre-order. So there's going to be 3 of those. And then he says these are the usual types of tiers, and then one that's going to be more rare with some stuff, then 2 tied with console. So it's going to be a pro and standard with a digital code for download. And then he was told that the bundles themselves will not have a physical copy in them. So a lot of these bundles that they're going to offer are going to be digital, and that's pretty standard stuff as we've seen with later releases in terms of games, because everyone's moving away from the physical side of things. And usually if you want a physical copy, you're gonna have to go in store to like, say, GameStop or Best Buy, or order it from like Amazon and then have to wait for it to ship to you. That's pretty standard. So it doesn't actually stop there, because there's even more. And he mentioned that there's actually an early access that can be given for the new online mode. So GTA 6 Countdown, they pretty much summarize what I just said here. 3 digital, physical, mostly referring to standard, deluxe, premium, or equivalent. 1 with more rare items like a collector's edition. 2 console bundles, so PS5, PS5 Pro with digital code instead of a physical one. So yeah, that's all that. And then he also claims that there will be early access for some of the editions. I believe the early access will only be for the new online mode, similar to how Red Dead Online had early access for the Ultimate Edition owners, and that's via Detective Seeds. Now, according to his insiders, are also telling him that the trailer is going to be revealed before the update, or before the pre-orders actually go live on the 18th. So that means any day now, Trailer 3 will officially drop for Grand Theft Auto 6, and then we'll be able to get into the pre-orders. Now, despite all of these being leaks, and obviously you have to take this information with a grain of salt, because we don't know if it's actually true, if the insiders maybe got duped and they were told false information just so they don't actually give out the real release date, or maybe they were just lying the whole time, it was fake. who knows? Just remember, take everything with a grain of salt and don't believe it until Rockstar officially confirms it for us. But what I can say is that this is going to be a big week regardless, because we do have that earnings call that takes place exactly a week from today, which is going to be on the 21st. And that's during that same week where everyone's saying trailer 3 is going to drop, and then the pre-order, as we've talked about here. So there's a lot to look forward to, and I'm super excited for that. I'm going to keep you guys covered as I get more news and information. I'll keep making these videos, but let me know what else you guys want to see, and if anything else does pop up, I got you guys. But it's been your boy. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys again. Peace.